Hi there everybody, this is David, and today I want to talk all about the LUNAR Remastered Collection because this is one of my favorite games from the 90s, from the original PlayStation 1 era. I want to tell you all about the games, everything that we know about this game, because there is kind of a complicated release thing going on here, and I definitely do want to focus on that and clear up any sort of confusion that might be out there. And I do think that that's worth the sub, as I do try my hardest to hit 100,000 subscribers. With your help, your like, and your sub, I just know I can get there, so thank you so much for that. Now, let's dive right on in with a release date, which is launching on April the 18th, both physically and digitally. This game, back then, was one of the best games on the PlayStation 1. It's definitely better than, Final Fantasy VIII and Chrono Cross. I said what I said. Everybody has their own opinions, yeah. So this is going to be a whole lot of fun. I cannot wait. It's coming out for the PS4, the Xbox One, the Nintendo Switch, and the PC. The digital versions are going to be a little bit cheaper than the physical versions, though I do think that it's worth it to get physical. If you opt for digital, it's going to be $50. If you opt for physical via Amazon, because it is an Amazon exclusive, it's going to be $55. So do just keep that in mind. However, over in Europe, there is a different distributor that they're working with, Clear River Games, so you do have to purchase it there, and that will also cost 55 euros if you wanted to go ahead and grab that. Now, the original games, back in the 90s, they came with all sorts of different collectibles. They came with these huge, Omic boxes and stuff, so much stuff. They were all that in a bag of chips. They were insane. They were so freaking good. Now, these games are still all that, but we're missing that bag of chips, because we're not getting any sort of collectibles or anything else like that. We're not getting a collector's edition, which is so unfortunate. Working Designs, where are you? We need you back. But what we do get is a reversible cover showcasing two new key arts for both LUNAR 1 and LUNAR 2, and it's both illustrated exclusively for this collection by Toshiyuka Kubuka. And I'm going to show you these portraits because they're absolutely beautiful. I love them. They are so nice. So the next thing that I want to talk about is, because we were just talking about them, being released physically and everything, let's go look at the Amazon page. Right now, there is no listing on Amazon for the Xbox One or the Nintendo Switch. There is only a listing for the PlayStation 4 version of the game. There is not even a listing for the PS5 version of the game, because I don't think it's coming out physically for the PS5, because it specifically says LUNAR Remastered Collection for PS4 compatible with PS5. They're probably doing this just to save some money, and because the install base for the PS4 is just larger than the PS5, and if you have a PS5, it can play PS4 games anyway because it's backwards compatible. So I think that that is why they are doing that. But the next thing that I want to talk about is it says that it is currently unavailable. It says that it's not in stock. So that's not entirely the case, because Gung Ho themselves went and they tweeted about this. They said, regarding the Amazon listing, the game is not sold out and it will be available on the 18th of April. You can wish list it now for the PS4, compatible with PS5, and wish listing will be ready soon for the Xbox One and the Nintendo Switch. Hope this clears up any confusion. Well, to me, it doesn't really clear up that much confusion, because here's the deal. Normally, whenever a game like this is released on Amazon, they put it up there and then you're able to pre-order it. Not just wishlist it, you're able to pre-order it so that whenever, the release date comes, it just kind of arrives on your doorstep. You know what I mean? That's the whole purpose of having Amazon, have it be so convenient and everything else like that. But it doesn't say anything about pre-ordering. And I even went through and read all the comments, and Gung Ho replied to a bunch of the comments, but unfortunately there were some questions asked about pre-ordering and they never replied to those comments. So I don't know, but it seems to me like what they're trying to say is, hey, it's there, you can wish list it so that whenever it does go live, you will be notified. But according to the verbiage that they're using here, it seems like the game won't be available for pre-order. It's just gonna kind of go live at midnight, on the 18th, and you'll just have to click buy now right then, and then use the hope and pray method that it either comes later that day via Amazon or, the next day via Amazon. So that's rather unfortunate that there is no pre-ordering available for the physical editions, and that might impact the sales of the physical editions as well. Although I will say this, I think that this is going to be a rare game. You know, just like the PlayStation 1 games were very, very, very rare, I think that this will also be another rare game because it is an Amazon exclusive, and because it's LUNAR, you know? It's not exactly, you know, the next Final Fantasy 17 or anything else like that. It is still kind of niche. You know, we still don't really, you know, a lot of people still don't really know about it, but I think that it's going to be really, really good. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is the voice acting. There's been a lot of back and forth. There's been a lot of drama between Victor Ireland and some of the previous voice actors in the game, which I have talked about pretty extensively in the past couple of months. So, here we go. Let's look what the article says. Immerse yourself in battles with fully voiced attacks and incantations in either Japanese, so we do have Japanese options. The Japanese option of voice acting is there. Or an all-new English voiceover by playable characters and enemies. So it looks like old voice actors are out, new voice actors are in. Or, because this specifically talks about fully voiced attacks and incantations, that's battle. That's battling. So maybe they put in new voice acting for the attacks, but they kept the old voice actors for the actual, you know, storyline sequences. I don't know. But I'm just kind of like guessing about this. We don't know, but something tells me the whole game is going to be revoiced. If they went to the trouble to hire brand new voice actors, to do like the little quips in battle or whatever, you know, sample my goods, then I'm sure this is stupid. Then I'm sure that they went ahead and they hired, you know, new voice actors just to go ahead and do the whole thing, especially because there was that kerfuffle with Victor Ireland and the other voice actors and actresses. Now, you can also choose between a classic or a remastered mode, an option that allows fans to travel back in time to the game's PS1 releases or see them in a new light with widescreen support, revamped PS1 pixel art, and high-definition animated cutscenes. Then there's also two new language options. We already know about Japanese and English, and as well as voice acting in both Japanese and English. Now, voice acting is not available in the next two languages, but there is subtitling available in French and German for the first time. So if you are a native speaker of those languages, you'll definitely want to pick up this version. In addition to that, you can save time and speed through the battles with the flip of a switch. Additionally, new options have been added to the original strategy settings for more streamlined combat. So this is great. We have a fast-forward option during battle and different strategies that you can utilize during battle as well. Maybe it's similar to like a macro system or something, like in Phantasy Star 4, where you could say like, you know, I want Nash to always cast his Thunderbolt spell, you know, or whatever it happens to be, or a stone spell, or I think that's sleep. I think sleep was super overpowered, but I ended up always using Thunderbolt because I'm about damage, you know, but yeah. So there are some new things added here. There's some strange things going on, but I will keep you all updated on exactly what is happening with LUNAR as the information slowly trickles in. But now I want to hear from y'all. How do you feel about this news? Are you going to be getting it? And if so, for what system? And are you going to be getting it physically or digitally? Let's all talk and chat about it in the comments. And as always, have a good day.